Welcome back to our Museum from Home tour. We've been bringing the museum to you while our doors are closed. Today we're going to take a look at a visitor favorite, our caboose. For over a century, the caboose brought up the end of railway freight trains. In the early days, crews were often assigned a particular caboose where they lived and worked. Crews were tasked with switching and shunting, keeping an eye out for shifting loads, and overheating axles. Eventually, railroad bunkhouses and public hotels replaced the bunks and beds in the caboose, and by the 1980s, developments in monitoring and safety technology, such as line-side defect detectors and end-of-train devices, resulted in crew reductions and the phasing out of caboose cars. Throughout most of the 20th century, the Bone Valley region was served by two major railroads, the Atlantic Coast Line and the Seaboard Air Line. In 1967, the Seaboard Air Line and the Atlantic Coast Line merged to form the Seaboard Coast Line. SCL 1093, our caboose, was built in the early 1950s for the Seaboard Airline Railroad. It was refitted to new specifications in the 1970s. Donated in the late 1980s to the Mulberry Phosphate Museum by CSX Transportation, it's been a Mulberry landmark ever since. In 2007, CSX and the former CF Industries refurbished the caboose to its 1970 appearance using original paint specifications and lettering diagrams furnished by the Atlantic Coast Line and Seaboard Airline Railroad's historical societies.